They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
20, ready, blue 80.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
11.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready, blue 80.
They go play action with Ryan. He finds Beckham complete. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down the distance count.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A gain of 32 that time. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Hey, let's go.
2nd and goal from the 1.
21.
They get it to him running left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Ryan. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Frank Clark in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On first down, Schaefer. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Schaefer, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on 3rd down. Schaefer. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To throw on 2nd down. Schaefer. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover like that. I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will add on to their lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And some space here. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. It's caught. Beckham. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
4 down, 4 down. Gun. 11. Wait.
To throw again is Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Bills will extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever's going to take...
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw on second down. Schaefer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Schaefer. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
This time Ryan will throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Frank Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Get up!
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Back to throw. Schaefer. And he's got Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Penny, a first down carry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw on second down. Schaefer, Baldwin with it over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. Schaefer. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it. Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now a play fake here on first down. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. On third down, Ryan. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. From the gun, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Mike Daniels able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Play action. It's Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll throw again from their own end zone. It's caught. Lockett. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Back to throw. Schaefer finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. From the gun, Schaefer. And this one is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's only thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Schaefer. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Now let's go. Blue line it.
Throwing on first down. Schaefer is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch it now, Marty.
Throwing again. Schaefer. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Baldwin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Schaefer. It's complete to Lockett. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we've reached, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Schaefer throwing left side. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. From the gun, Schaefer, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun on third down, Schaefer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll run with McKissick. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Schaefer. And that'll be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Throwing on third and long. Schaefer. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 14. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Complete to Jones. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, Ryan. Flush. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
They go play action with Ryan. Looking deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. To throw on second down. Schaefer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Schaefer. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Doug Baldwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On first down, Ryan. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They go play action now. Ryan. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Ryan. He finds Beckham complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Tuesday.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Here's McKinnon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on 1st down. Schaefer. It's caught. Robert Turbin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Schaefer. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Schaefer got his man complete over the middle. It's Baldwin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Schaefer. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. The extra point now coming from Myers. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Ryan now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On second down, here's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They run it with McCammon. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Ryan. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does. And now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Seahawks on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And now out come the Bills. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Here's Ryan. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now a first throw here in overtime. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He hits Baldwin right side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw on second down. Schaefer. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. They go play action here on first down. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream.